I'm Pumla Ngcobo. I work for the South African Qualifications Authority in Hatfield. I joined the organization in 2011. I work there as an assistant director when I joined, they were looking for someone that will do communications on the NQF and Career Advice Services project. So what I'm responsible to do at SAQA is advocate, communicate, and create an understanding and awareness about SAQA, SAQA's products, brands, what our services are, and that. So in my unit, we have like markets that we service. So for instance, I'm the market manager for beneficiaries. Policy beneficiaries are your learners, your community, you guys, the community at large that needs to know what SAQA does and who SAQA is. And then we have policy implementers and policy makers. But essentially in my market, I need to ensure that I come up with strategies or plans that I will use to communicate effectively about who SAQA is and what we do and what we stand for, etc. At Sanlam, where I worked in the corporate affairs unit, there I was responsible for practically everything. And when it came to group events that when were hosted by my unit, so anything corporate affairs, I knew and I did, right? And as I continue working, I get jobs here and there, and then I got a job as an events manager, right, with a public broadcaster. And then I worked there for 3 years as an events manager, and I gained even more experience. I gained I learned more things. And when I finished there, I came to the Qualifications Authority, and there comes a position they need. So when I was employed at SAQA, it was a contract position, a 2-year contract, because this project that they're doing is a flagship project, and So as that happens, there is a post that is available, a permanent position, assistant director, communications, and it's an NQF level 7 requirement, right? I don't have an NQF level 7 qualification, I have an NQF level 6. But because I know so much, I actually qualify to work in that position. So for me to even be considered or shortlisted for an interview, I had to create a POE, portfolio of evidence, to show that I can actually output what the requirements of the job are, right? And that I know what to do. So I created a POE. It was evaluated by the panel. And actually, I was welcome to apply for the position. I applied for the position, and here we are. I got the position because I was RPL'd for access into a position. And as I do all of that, I think to myself, actually, because SAQA can recognize that I know so much and that it is actually, I can be RPL'd into an NQF level 7, it means I can apply at a university or whatever higher education institution for an NQF level 8 qualification, because now I'm working in a position that requires an NQF level 7 qualification. So I apply at a business school, and they write back to me and they say, well, actually you are a candidate. We can consider you to be an RPL candidate for access into a qualification. So you are invited for assessments, for an interview, and we'll see from there. I go and I write an assessment for a day. I get interviewed 2, 3, 5 days later. I get an acceptance letter, and that acceptance letter I had to take back to my employer to say, actually, I am now registered for an NQF level 8 qualification. So I'm studying, doing an NQF level 8 qualification. I never thought, I could have an NQF level 8 qualification. It just never came. I always thought, I will read, I will do it, but I didn't think that it would have come in the way that it did. And to tell you the honest truth, had I not been at the Qualifications Authority, I do not think that I would have known that actually I can be RPL. Somebody can recognize my prior learning, and I can gain access into a qualification at that level on the NQF. So that is my story, and I think I'm slightly more inspired